Good news, everybody. Everybody in the ANC is going to resign, according to Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa issued a statement during the propaganda conference, which he conducted over the weekend. He said that there was no place in the ANC now for any corrupt individuals or any individuals who want to sow seeds of division within the party, which means everybody's going to resign. No ANC 2024. Joining me is Ramon from Gangsters Paradise. Hello, Ramon. What do you think of this?
I think it's a wonderful initiative. I think, the ANC's been in power for 28 years. I think this must be about the 26th time they try to do renewing of the party. Like every year they come out and they say, we're going to renew the party, we're going to put all the divisions away, and we're going to let go of people who sow division and are crap at their jobs. So maybe the 26th time will be the time where they will actually succeed. Based on previous experience, I don't think so. But what is the laugh a minute view of this particular article is that the ANC members want to have like a minimum criteria to be a part of the ANC in terms of being a deployed member of the ANC. But that criteria has not been set down. So, I mean, it can be whatever the hell you want as an ANC member, right?
Yeah, so this is the whole idea that in order to join the ANC, you should actually have some form of professional standards. I don't know, matric could be a good one. Last year, we covered an article around some ANC councillors who were asking for language courses so they could actually learn to read and write. Yes, actual councillors who vote on your issues can't read and write. Who knew? Anyway, the idea is also that we won't have any corrupt individuals with criminal records. You know, they might also do things like if you've been charged for an offence, then you have to do the whole step aside rule. And that's worked swimmingly so far for the president or the other individuals within the ANC. So I think the biggest problem they have is they know that they would like to have some form of meritocracy. Obviously, because last year the DA won a major victory. They forced the ANC corrupt government to abandon cadre deployment. The ANC can't find any merits that they could actually meet, and that in itself is the problem.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, let's just look at this, right? The resolutions adopted at the ANC elective conference was that the Deputy Secretary General must ensure effective and efficient consequence management. The Deputy Secretary General is Navula Mokonyane, the one who got bribe packs from Bosasa for like years. And you want her to be in charge of effective management of ANC people. I mean, they're taking the piss here. They really are taking the piss. They might be delusional, or they're just like trolling the crap out of South African citizens, or just gifting us more content than we deserve to have from the ANC, because nothing makes sense. But then again, we have the colonizer mindset, so maybe that's why it doesn't. Yeah, but there's not all bad news at the ANC. I mean, there are hopes for renewal, and most importantly, there are hopes for money-making opportunities, right? The ANC, according to Paul Mashatile, the deputy president, is 500 million rand in debt. 500 million rand in debt. But not to worry, they managed to raise millions of rands in the build-up to the January 8th celebrations. The gala dinner was a wild success. They raised 6 million rand during the course of that dinner. They were very importantly, they stressed that the corporates bought the tables, and according to Ramakgopa, who is the Treasurer General of the ANC, she says she was very firm. Buying a table was not transactional. So if you bought a table, don't expect tenders. Renewal, my friends. Renewal. I mean, there's nothing greater than that.
And we all know when the ANC says it, it will be done. Like, it will be done. Like, when they say we are ending load shedding, it's finished. The other thing that the ANC obviously said is that they needed some money. And so in the truest capitalist form, what they did is they sold golf days. I mean, you could go play with an MEC member. Like, who knew you could go play golf with Mr. Fix-It? I mean, that's going to be a highlight of your life, isn't it?
And I paid 500,000 rand for the pleasure because, yeah, who the hell wants to play golf with Mr. Fix Call? I mean, you have to pay me 500,000 rand just to see the guy and not punch him in the face. But in essence, I mean, the renewal efforts of the ANC, remember that the moderate ANC won, guys. The moderate ANC won, and the renewal efforts are a fraudster is going to be responsible for consequence management, and they have raised a lot of money, which is basically less than 1% of the money the ANC actually owes to creditors, including salaries. But not to worry, they really focus on renewal, and they focus on not sowing division within the ANC, because those are the biggest priorities: not to end load shedding, not to get out of debt as an organization, not to stop killing each other, not to support rapists. No, none of that matters. Unity is what matters the most. We have created a brand new insurance brokerage called, funny enough, Morning Shot Insurance Brokers. So if you're interested in saving money on insurance, number one, but most importantly, having a Zoom with me and my wonderful face, why not send me your insurance schedule to ramon@morningshot.co.za. Let's chat. Maybe we can help each other save money and deliver superior service, because that's what we're all about here at Morning Shot.
Do you know what I loved about the entire conference, mate? Like, you're sitting there going unity, but, you know, Ramaphosa actually told the ANC members that one of the things that he would like them to do now is to concentrate on South Africans first, party second, which seems to be a massive change with what he said in the past. But the other thing is that, like, you know, everybody stresses about the ANC and about, expropriation without compensation and NHI and all the other crazy, stupid things that they usually discuss. And one of the comments that were made by Propaganda 24 over the weekend is that the ANC seemed to have moderated its policy positions in that it had no policy positions. The entire conference was around how the ANC is going to manage its own internal corruption, how it's going to manage its own internal infighting, and how all we really need to do is fix load shedding, even though no one really actually had an answer for it. But at the end of the day, they do tell us that their policy positions now on everything is don't steal, I suppose.
Yeah, compared to the policies of 2017, the policies from 2022 are a lot more neutered. Now they just want to give effect to land restitution. They're not going to say they want to change the constitution. They want to tighten the borders. I mean, once you put up a game fence rather than chicken fence policy sorted out, and they also might want to let go of a few SOEs, or over 700 of them. They might let go of one or two because no one actually knows that they exist. And they'll say, look, you see, we are abiding by the policies. But not to worry, none of that can happen until the ANC has some sort of renewal method. What the criteria is for merit within the ANC is up for debate. And yeah, the person in charge of all that loves bright packs and whiskey from Pasasa. So I suppose that's renewal in some sense for the ANC. For the rest of us, we should just sit on the sidelines and laugh hysterically at this attempt to be legitimate.
They also said that they wouldn't put up any form of racism, and they would push forward for a new non-racial society, and then proceeded to employ basically zero Indians, whites, or coloreds.
So at the end of the day, you can see that the new renewal policy of the ANC is very similar to the old renewal policy of the ANC. In the course of trying to be anti-racist, they only hire blacks. And they'll just pursue the failed things that have made South Africa a third world country. ANC, they're going to commie harder than ever.